Peace, family. I got one question for you today. In this video, I don't want to give you the frequency of this question by asking you how bad do you want to grow. And don't think that I'm excluding myself, because as I'm recording this video, I see myself. Therefore, I'm talking to me as well. Therefore, I'm asking myself the same question. So I'm going to ask you, how much do you want it? How much do you want to be successful? I'm not going to ask you how bad you want to be successful, because bad is a bad word. So if I ask you how bad you want to be bad, then it doesn't really make sense. But if I ask you how much, meaning what is the quantity? What is the accumulation of the passion of whatever it is that you desire? How much do you want? How much of that do you have stored up that you're now excited and you're ready to launch? You're ready to initiate into a new realm of your life, a new realm of your being, a new dimension of you. You're ready to go. The issue that we have is we want something bad. I want it bad. We want it real bad. If I want something bad, I'm cursing myself. How bad do you want that new house? Oh, I want it real bad. So when you get there, if you get the new house, it's going to be bad. How bad do you want her? I want her bad. So when I get her, she's going to be bad. Even if I get her, or that's if I get her, she's going to be bad. See, constantly we curse ourselves because we are a great being, too prideful to understand that we are in a lesser value of a human. So we have to abide by certain jurisdictions of certain laws that govern the system. And the only way that we can get in to provide some wiggle room in these systems is if we lower our ego and our pride, and we get within, then we can spread our wings out. But we on the outside, all prideful, thinking we God, all on the outside, can't do nothing because we ain't penetrating nothing. But again, how much do you want it? That's my question for you today. That's what I'm asking. No, this is my challenge for you. How much do you want it? How much do you want whatever it is that you desire? And I mean, some of you are seers. You dream about places. You travel to your future in your dreams. You sit there and you slip into trances and you see the products and the services that you want to provide. And you see the things that you know that you can purchase because of the willness that you have inside of your heart. And then you'll notice to your left, you have a negative entity attached to you. But we're so bad in love with things that are connected to us. We're thinking, oh, I love that thing. Do you love that thing, or does that thing love you? And the only reason that you feel you love that thing is because they're sucking something out of you into it. So if we have a tunnel or an avenue from you to another thing, and that thing is sucking something from you, in your mind, you're being psyched out. You know, they call it psychology or psychosis. You're being psyched out. You're being jinxed into believing that just because you're connected to something and you're giving something to it, that is you loving it, when that is something else loving you. Therefore, you feel like you love it because of the connection. So how much do you want whatever it is that you desire? How much do you want it? Because you don't have a long time. You don't have a long time. Some of you think, oh, I'm going to heaven anyway. And we still haven't figured this out. But we're going to heaven. Everybody got a different opinion about how everybody else should live their life. But you're going to heaven and you can't figure out yours. So you're going to lie to people. You're going to connect to people so that you can suck some energy out of them, because you know that they're going to feel like that is them loving you. How much do you want it? Some of you see $1 million in your 3 months, 6 months, 8 months down the road, but you know, I can't leave my baby daddy. I can't leave my baby mama. I can't leave my husband. I can't leave my wife. I'm in love. Love does not exist Okay? Love does not exist. How do I know love doesn't exist? Wait a minute. Don't frown your face. Don't say I'm crazy. Listen to me. Love does not exist. Why? Because we're in the conditions that we're in. Look at us. Look at us. We're in some pretty tough conditions. Look at us. Look at you. Look at yourself. I'm looking at me. Love doesn't exist. I haven't loved myself. I haven't loved myself. And if I can take that truth and I can plant it into my mind that I haven't loved myself, then everything that I've done bad to myself will begin to operate backwards. And everything that I've done bad will turn to something great. So then, therefore, I can go back into my timeline. I can even go back into history. I can go back in the past and change some things. All because I told myself, I have not loved you until this point. And I'm going to tell you everything that I've done to you, self. The problem is we cannot tell ourselves. So we commit and we get attached to other things and other people and other entities and other cars, houses, vehicles. And we can't even take care of ourselves. And then we wonder why it is everything around me not happening. And then you have the lower minority of consciousness, and they look at everybody who is successful. They call them bad people because they've done bad things like get divorces. You don't even know if that's a bad thing. Somebody told you that it's bad based on somebody else's morals and somebody else's agenda. So how much do you want what it is that you know that's yours? If you can see it in your mind, it's yours, but you will never get to fulfill that desire right here in the physical. Enjoy what's yours. Enjoy the things that you see in your mind. Excuse me. Enjoy those things that you see. Enjoy the things that you feel. Address the things in the now that you know need to be addressed before you transition, and you have to deal with that. I really believe that if we don't fulfill our purpose, if we don't go back and fix everything that we've torn to pieces, if we don't address truth into ourselves, if we don't deal with the truth, I really think that when we die, so-called die, when we transition from this body to another level, I really think that there's a moment that you're going to be able to see everything before your eyes that you've done. And you're going to be the judge of that. And you're going to determine based on the willpower in yourself in the form of spirit. And you're going to be able to make the decision, wow, look at all I messed up. There's no way I can go on to the next level. I'm just looking at my life. This has to be the judgment that the faith is talking about. I mean, who else can judge me? How could I possibly be able to look over my whole entire existence and say that I started there and I fell here and I plan on going back home? I cannot go back home. There's no way I can go back home in this current condition with these things that I've done and the things that I haven't accomplished because of something called pride. See, but now I'm outside of the body. I can see everything that I couldn't see while I was within. So this is when love will exist, when you're able to address yourself, when you're able to look at your wife, when you're able to look at your husband. First, just look at yourself. Tell yourself you messed up. You probably can cover up, and you probably can get away with telling your husband and your wife and your boyfriend and your mama and your daddies and your sons and your kids what you've done to them by addressing yourself. But if you don't address self, then I bet, you're going to have to deal with that. You're going to have to tell them everything you've done. Why? Because you don't feel like you've done anything wrong. Oh, they did this to me. I ain't got to do that. So that was okay. But you're going to deal with that thing that we call karma. If you don't address yourself, you got to go within and internalize, repair, do the maintenance, breathe, do the meditations, pray, whatever it is, however you feel comfortable with doing it. But how much do you want it?